Hello, welcome to the dollhouse. I am the doll. I am happy to announce that I have reached over 1,000 followers. So I always told myself that once I reached 1,000 followers, I would show my face. So that was me. Welcome. And I am going to be talking about the concept of respectability politics. My mission today is to really discuss the concept of respectability politics and try to understand why that concept is villainized and why I am rethinking it. And I would encourage everyone under the sound of my voice to rethink the concept of respectability politics. My first question is, what's wrong with wanting to be respected? What is wrong with wanting to be respected? Is there something wrong with that? I don't believe so. And I really enjoy the feeling that being respected brings to me. Now, there's no guarantee that my behavior or how I present myself to the world will shield me from a crazy person, because crazy people are out there. But navigating through the world with respect and good manners and kindness and proper dress that, is not only flattering, but also appropriate, it yields the best results for everyone. I find it interesting that respectability politics is used as a pejorative. It's used as a way to insult intelligent thinkers. And let's look at what Wikipedia defines respectability politics as being. Respectability politics, or the politics of respectability, is a political strategy wherein members of a marginalized community will consciously abandon or punish controversial aspects of their cultural, political identity as a method of assimilating, achieving social mobility, and gaining the respect of the majority culture. As a sociological term, it is often pejorative, typically used in a manner critical of the ideology. So what this is basically saying is that the term respectability politics is used as an insult. It's used as a way to insult people who want to abandon and punish controversial aspects of their cultural political identity as a method of assimilating, achieving social mobility, and gaining the respect of the majority culture. You might hear a thunderstorm happening behind me. Just enjoy it. So what I'm here to say is that, acting respectably in society doesn't guarantee that, you won't experience a crazy person in the world who is racist or colorist or a pervert. It's not going to protect you from that. However, it still yields better results than moving throughout society exhibiting a lack of self-respect and a lack of respect for others. I understand why the woman who coined the term respectability politics, I understand that she aligns it with women in the church like our grandmas who encouraged young women especially to move throughout life with a sense of dignity. And, it's kind of weird to villainize women of the church, Black women in the church who have held down our community for centuries. Anyway, but she does it, and she says it is because they wanted to impress the white people of society and show assimilation and show a desire to embrace the customs. And that is villainized because I believe that some people feel connected to slavery still. And the mindset that the people who own slaves are enemies. And for some of us, they're also ancestors. And so we have to just kind of pay attention to that fact and understand that America has a very complex history, but the concept of being respectable in culture is not just a Protestant, white English slaveholder mindset. You can go visit countries around the world, including ones with darker skinned people, and see that people exhibit respectability throughout life. Modesty, decorum, integrity, manner of dress and speech in line with high ideals. That's not just a white thing. And so I think that's where the disconnect is for some Black thinkers, because they believe it's almost like, oh, you're getting good grades, you're trying to be white. It's like they believe that aligning with certain manners is being white identified, when in reality it's being identified with the principles for success that are universal and time eternal. So that's what we're really on over here. And it is based in having that internal compass, that internal locus of control. So we're over here with that. And I hope that Black intellectual discourse can continue to thrive and transform. There are some intellectuals who don't even want to be Black anymore. There's this guy, Brooklyn St. Michael. He proposes that all people of a darker hue in America call ourselves Earpoys. That's his movement. I'm not hating on it, do whatever. Me personally, I'm not going to segregate myself from American culture anymore. I'm not separating myself from the positive or negative aspects of American culture. I just am embracing that because for generations, if you go on my community tab, you can see some of the pictures of my ancestors. We've been here, multi-generationally American. We are leaders in the world and should really promote the positive aspects of the darker skin, lighter skin, all people of this landmass. We are in it together, y'all. We have to live next door to each other. So being respectable, being polite, kind, showing up with the appropriate attire on, looking like you made an effort rather than you just rolled out of bed, that has the best results in society. So if it's deemed respectability politics and it's deemed as a negative by the Black intelligentsia, it really encourages the masses of people to reject positive ways of being for more subversive ways of being. And that subversive way of being is very seductive because it allows you to give in to your basest desires, like slothfulness, greed, licentiousness. lust, all of the things. And it's a little bit, I'm not speaking from a place of superiority, because I have fallen short of the glory, but now that I know, I can't unknow. And so I want to tell my new daughter and my nieces that I can see the strategy for success. So you can be great. We all have weaknesses and impediments and things that could potentially hold us back, and unfair aspects of life. That's just life. So, but we go through it seeking the best potential results. And that's what we're over here doing in the dollhouse. So the message of this video is to shed the belief that wanting to assimilate into culture for success is a bad idea. Punishing controversial aspects of your cultural political identity, which it would be Black or African American, as a method of assimilating, achieving social mobility, and gaining the respect of the majority culture. Don't reject that because you feel like, oh, I'm trying to kiss up to white people. No, don't. That's really not the mission. Why not present yourself as your best? Like, when people talk about bonnets, and when people talk about sagging, and when people talk about having children out of wedlock, some of the thought leaders reject that. And it's because they want to stay in that, slothful, lazy state of mind. But hey, we're not doing that over here in the dollhouse. So I'm going to continue to discuss the respectability politics concept throughout this week and related to some of the things that I've been seeing in popular culture. So, y'all, we can elevate beyond some of this lazy way of thinking. The mission now is to have a better result. So I will talk to you soon.